Welcome to section 2 of the course, where we're going to be learning Swift programming. In this section, we're going to be exploring Xcode Playground and learn how to create a new Xcode Playground. We're going to learn Swift data types, constants, and variables. We're going to set up our app user interface correctly using the auto layout. We're going to connect our user interface controls to code using the IB outlet and the IB action. And finally, we're going to learn how to navigate to other screens using the modal and the show segue, and then learn how to navigate back using the unwind segue. First, we need to learn about the Xcode Playground. In this video, we're going to learn how to create a new Xcode Playground, which is slightly different from how to create Xcode projects, and then we're going to learn different sections of Playground and how to navigate around. The first thing we need to do is launch the Xcode app. Launch the Xcode app by pressing the command space on your keyboard and type Xcode. This is going to bring up the Welcome to Xcode screen again. Previously, we used the Create a New Xcode Project, but here we're going to click on the Get Started with a Playground. So let's click on that, and we're going to get this screen. And we want to choose the blank option. Click on Next. It's going to ask where you want to save it. I'm going to save mine inside my document. My Playground, I will leave the name as suggested. You can call it something else if you want. And then I'll click on Create to create a new Xcode Playground. Xcode Playground allows you to write code and see the result almost immediately. For example, now we have this var str equals hello playground. Don't worry about what none of this means yet. And then we have the result printed here. If we had used the Xcode project that we created previously to write this code, we would have needed to click on the play button, run the project in the simulator, and then have the result printed to the console. But here we can see the result immediately, and this is the reason why the Playground exists. So the reason why Playground exists is because it allows you to write your code, and without you having to press any button, you see the result of your code, which is amazing. I mean, compared to what you do if you have to use the Xcode project, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about as soon as we start writing some codes. So let me take you around the Playground. We have these 3 buttons, just like we have on the Xcode project that we created previously. We have the debug area, which will show the result of any codes you want to print to the console. And then we have the Navigator area on the left here. And then we have the utility area. You probably will never use the utility area, so let's keep that hidden. The Navigator area is there, and the reason you probably won't use this as well, but the reason why I use it is because sometimes when I'm writing my code in the source editor, the code editor section here, and the line is getting too long, you can create a new page at the bottom here. So if you select the project name, the project itself at the top, the one that says My Playground, and then click on the plus button here, you can see that we can create a new Playground page. So every time you create a new Playground page, you can name it. So let's call this page 2. So you see now we have 2 pages in our Playground. So it just allows you to write fresh new ideas inside another page. Okay, so let me show you the console and how it works. So if you want to print something to the console, like I just said print. So you can use the print statement. You don't need to understand it, just type print. And inside the parentheses, just type hello world. And you will see that the result will be printed to the console, even though it's also printed to the right hand side here, which shows all our codes. We're going to be explaining what all of these things does and what they mean. But right now, all you need to know is how to create Xcode Playground, the source editor, the console, how to create a new page. That's about it, to be honest. Anything else that I need to mention about the Playground will be mentioned in the future videos. In this video, we've learned how to create a new Xcode Playground. We've learned different sections of Playgrounds and how to navigate around.